everybody! And welcome to Dishonored 2 and Karnacan Rum 5. Let me get my shit set up all properly and everything real quick. So that way, I can just, send out all my links and stuff. All that good shit. Do not mind me. Dun, 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 dun. Don't mind me, I apologize if anyone is just sitting there watching. Dun, 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 dun. Currently sending out links and shit. Do not mind me. Dun, 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 dun. There's all my links sent out. Boom. Oh, well, that other person left. Sending out links. Oh well. Sucks for them, not me. Okay, now things are all set up. Man, that would have been really shitty if I stopped my stream right there by accident, because I fucking almost did. Woo! That would have sucked. Time to pour this other shot. And then we'll start playing, my friends. Alright, I have one more shot after this one, and then that'll be the last of this bottle. I'm not even sure when the next time I'll stream is after today, but I'll try to be it soon. Having a little bit of a financial problem right now, but we'll make it through this, folks. 3, 2, 1, take the shot. Woo! Ah, yikes. Man. That shit rightly kicked like a damn mule. Whew, just like a blood ox. The Crown Killer is no more. Next, Jindosh. I finally uncovered how my enemies created the Crown Killer. What better way to erode confidence in me before the coup If I had stopped to think about it before, for even a few minutes, maybe I could have kept my people's trust, but that would have required patience. My advisors always remind me that I have none of that particular trait. But to use Hypatia's own serum against her, horrible. I'm happy I could find a cure. She's a brilliant alchemist. Now she can continue her research to help the people of Sarkonos. I wasn't able to rescue Sokolov. He's been taken elsewhere to Kieran Jindosh's mansion. He's the inventor of the Clockwork Soldier, and if he's able to use Sokolov's genius for his own plans, it might be very, very bad. I've seen his killing machines in action at Dunwall Tower. I can't allow Delilah to have such an ally. I'm sure Jindosh takes pleasure in keeping his intellectual rival captive. Well, it won't be for long if I have anything to say in it. The Dreadful Well, what a weird name. I'll read that in just a second. I do have something to say here about this little section here is, man, why is Piero not brought up? I understand he's a little fucking perv, and I always get on to him for watching Callista, and I even tell Callista about it, which is crazy. It requires you to walk in on Callista to tell Callista. But yeah, him and Sokolov had a very close connection and bond with the canon ending, and that's why the S&J health elixir in this game is a thing, is because of Sokolov and Joplin. That's those two last names, S and J. Anton Sokolov and Piero Joplin. So why is Joplin never fucking mentioned, it feels like? I don't think I've seen anything about him yet. The Dreadful Well. What a weird name. If it's hard to sleep on this ship, and when I do, my dreams are troubled. Well, I'm awake now and thinking about Sokolov. I remember him at the Hound Pits pub so long ago, trapped like a beast in a cage. He smelled of stale piss and rotting meat, but they couldn't break him. He held on to himself and picked up again as my tutor. Something else I needed in the aftermath of my mother's death. Beware of dignitaries bearing gifts, he used to tell me. But I was still a child, and I liked gifts. I thought nothing sounded more pleasant. Now I know better. I also find myself thinking of Callista, my old governess. She always wanted to travel the world on a big boat. Eventually she left Dunwall and stopped writing a few months after. What? Really? Oh no. I want to know what happened to Callista now. Don't make me fucking Google it, please. If I Google it now, I'll have to tell my stream later. I wish I had, man. I think, man, a lot of my issue with streaming right now comes from me not having enough viewers during the live stream, so I consider it for both YouTube and Twitch viewers, both alike. And man, I really do wish I had that interaction, but you know, I'll get there eventually. But right now, I'm trying to think about it as best as I can from like both somebody watching on YouTube and shit, because I don't expect anyone to watch my VODs or streams entirely all the way through. I don't mind if you don't. I fully expect you to like maybe watch it while you're falling asleep or something like that, because I might not talk much sometimes and shit like that. So, you know, as long as you find your own way to enjoy my content, that's good. But let me know in comments here on YouTube or any other way you can your thoughts and opinions on my streams and stuff, so I can make it more appealing and more helpful for other viewers like you. Note from Megan Foster. Dr. Hypatia needed a place to sleep, so I cleared the stuff out of the spare cabin. Was able to sell most of it. Here's what was left of the money. It's not a lot, I know. Well, oil is expensive and under imperial rationing decree, but you know that. Megan Foster. Ooh, that seems like a below-the-belt shot there, Megan.
Yeah, rock on! Woo! Good night, Circonas! Woo! Yeah, good night, Circonas!
Is it truly possible the good doctor didn't know she was the crown killer? Maybe she just didn't want to.
Train engine room, another week, another leak. Wasted hours on it and couldn't get it stopped. I'll shut the water off, assuming I can find the crank wheel. Something to deal with once Sokolov is safe. Check bridge, tubing, done. Haul down oil, done. Buy onions, done. Find
What did I
the
do?
crank wheel.
What did I do? All these faces and the Duke's voice lulling me, then feeling her push me down into sleep.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Can't really think
Grand
about
Guard, trying to keep me from leaving.
what keeping you alive would do to your mind.
It's as if she's emerged from a long, black dream.
Is it a sign of recovery?
Her spirit has been unburdened, and she's gaining strength each day.
Good. I'm so happy the heart is actually telling us something good
There's
for
a
once.
sense within her of what she's done, but only impressions. Hypatia's mood improves. She looks forward to seeing patients again.
If you have a dab pin, feel free to take a hit with me in 3, 2, 1, go.
She's thinking about an old patient suffering from boanthropy. She wants to know how the woman is progressing.
Oh, you're here. Stay with me a moment.
Yeah, I will. Hold on. Let me be a nosy wart and just look through your stuff. Dr. Hypatia's notes. On a boat with friends, I believe. I slept, thankfully without the usual nightmares. Perhaps the sea air does me good. The captain, Megan Foster, brought me some tea earlier. Such an interesting woman. She seemed to understand about my strange, disjointed memories and the feeling of dread that accompanied them. As soon as I am able, I must return to Adamire. So much of the last few months seem a blur, but what was I accomplishing? What of my research into serums for the black spittle? My work was so easily derailed. I can only conclude I was suffering from complete exhaustive breakdown. I will need some time to recover. Oh, you sweet thing. Oh, you sweet, sweet woman. I am so sorry for you. It is not at all what it was. Wonderful music, though, Alexandria.
Dr. Hypatia, can you remember anything that might help me? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He could be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. That man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him.
Sorry, I accidentally dropped my controller.
Something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Adamire. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I got an achievement. Let's see what that is. Chatted with Dr. Hypatia aboard the Dreadful Well. Counter serum. Hell yeah. I got an achievement for doing a good thing. On April Fool's Day, too.
My dreams are still filled with visions. Some of which I'd soon.
Now I have to do
Forget.
something really funny. I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck. Nah,
Megan must be up on deck.
fuck. She walked up here. Megan, hold on. Don't cutscene me. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to get that out of my system now, you know.
Megan must be
I
up
like
on
to
deck.
play stealthy and shit, so I have to like get it out of my system now, so that way I can be stealthy and all tactical and stuff. Don't mind me using Weenie Hut Jr. mode as my dear YouTuber that I enjoy watching, Scottish Drunkard, would say. What a wonderful YouTuber, by the way, he is. If you ever want to watch any Dishonored challenge run videos, I definitely highly recommend him. He has, excuse me. He has quiet, wonderful, brilliant videos. Like he did a pistol-only run for both games, a summon assassin only run for the DLC of the first game, and a without stealth version, well, without sneaking version of the first game's challenge run. Like, that's great. All of his videos are fantastic and well worth the watch. If any of you would like to check them out.
That wasn't
Have I
here
read this
before.
before?
Botany and diseases.
Oh, okay, it wasn't. Direct attention to chart 7. Oh, this might be really long. Here you have the final stage of blood fly infection. This patient is 37 years of age and was a school headmistress before her unfortunate encounter with a large nest in her deceased uncle's greenhouse. Note the lesions on her face and arms and larval swellings throughout her body. But what the drawings cannot show you is her demeanor before death. The most striking symptom of progressed infection is the protective attitude demonstrated toward the nest. This tells us, even prior to the autopsy, that the larvae and their byproducts have infected the intention center of the victim's brain. Direct attention to silver graph image 4. There is no cure once the condition has advanced this far. Though you can make your patient less agitated with a generous dosing of opiates, the subject died 3 days after the silver graph was taken. Direct attention to chart 8. And here is the fully mature insect after its post-blood fly transformation, now in beetle form. Note it has dropped its wings. It is no longer aggressive and has many beneficial qualities, especially in the field of agriculture. Without these insects, many crops across Serkonos would suffer. leading to loss of yield and marked reduction in profits. It's pretty fucked up for this fucked up insect to be so needed, huh? It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Oh, there's no fucking food in here today? I must endeavor to not hurt myself. Legendary gift. I've read that before in one of my previous streams. Sorry if you want me to read it now. Ain't going there yet. Let me take off my shirt real quick. Alright. Shirt off, and now I am comfortable again. Going to Anton's chambers. I have read that before in one of my previous streams.
Dearest Emily, or must I say?
I played that in one of my recent streams. Okay, I haven't read this one yet, though. A reflection on my journey to the Pandician continent 2. We were only miles from shore, but our approach was marred by numerous hidden reefs and jagged rocks. They lay shallow, and we spied 2 vessels that had succumbed to them. Some time ago, the remaining crew was uncharacteristically silent as we edged by the weathered wrecks. The first mate declared a particularly narrow channel to be unpassable, but the captain dispatched 10 crewmen onto the submerged coral with sledgehammers. Thereafter, each chest deep in water, they pulled the Antonia Aquilo into the tiny channel with ropes. It proved a marvelous solution. However, just as we were about to lower the rope ladders, tragedy struck, as the men were beset by a school of reef-dwelling eels. Apparently, their toxic bites were quite painful. From the railing, we could see them swarming the men, who begged us for aid before succumbing to the paralytic effects of the toxin. Within moments, all were still in the water. We continue on in silence, and by sunset, we had cleared the bars and put anchor in the bay, with a red rock beach beneath and emerald overgrowth beyond. I confess I was nearly giddy to put my feet on land again. The smell of ripening fruits and warm earth was as pleasing to me as a cherished vintage. We gathered wood and made fires and indulged in some tinned meat and lemons from our stores. How good it was to slumber on the beach with the crackle of embers nearby, having finally escaped the cramped and damp quarters of our vessel. We took turns with the watch and passed a quiet night. At last, we stood on Pandician soil. Alright. Fuck yeah. Super cool, Anton. Now it's time to pour this other shot. And I think we'll take it whenever we get on the boat to go to the next area. Now I've polished off this hopeful bottle. Thank you, Evan Williams, for your contribution to my stream in the form of letting me drink your alcohol. need to find that fucking crank wheel. One second real quick. I have to reply to this real quick. Dun. Sorry, I was replying to my uncle. I don't really talk to many people very much anymore, including family, especially since some things in my past, you know. Let's just say, man, don't do drugs. So you know, I was just replying to him and seeing how he's doing. Hit me up out of nowhere. So, yeah. Fuck is the... Ooh, hell yeah, okay. And then we take this and we take it down here. Nothing else, no reward, nothing. Okay. Is that just like a chaos dampener? For like if I killed too many people last mission or something like that? I don't understand. I like the music Hypatia listens to. It's pretty good. I love classical music. Not a lot of people listen to it though. Not very popular. Oh, what the fuck? Starting to understand why Anton wanted to go to Dunwall to seek Emily's help. She's impressive. I have to wonder if she's really suited for palace life. Maybe she wonders that herself sometimes. We could have been good friends at a time when I was running across rooftops like she is now, watching my enemies from the shadows. I just hope that she's breathing tomorrow morning so I can complain when she puts her dusty boots up on my table again. I've lost so many friends. My sweet Deirdre. Others along the way. Good old Aramis Stilton, who disappeared 3 years ago. And now Anton. Maybe this is my punishment. I'm bad luck. Please, Emily, bring him back. Y'all will eventually see me stream and play the first game and its DLC. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, I thought that thing flashed blue for a second.
See why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you. Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain. It was years ago. The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love. Those brief days on the street with her childhood friend. The happiest time she's known. Megan, she can be trusted to a point, but I cannot see past the anger. That much rage can hide things. There was always hunger back then, on the streets of Dunwall. Hunger and fear. She learned to be brutal to survive.
Oh, son of a bitch, this just takes me up to her room. There's nothing up here. Thought I was being fucking, like, smart or slick for a second, you know?
It's time. Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready? Ready. All right. Let's get underway.
Yikes. Whew. Well, that was my last shot of whiskey. And y'all have me for another 3 hours. I hope y'all enjoy. I'll be streaming till at least 7 or 8 o'clock. Probably 8. Considering, you know, somebody don't get on until pretty late.
Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Don't you worry, Megan. I got you.
His home is supposed to be full of marvels. Locals go in as a test of courage or because they're desperate for a meal. Kids, even.
Okay, mission, interlude, mission, because these are right back to back, then interlude, then mission. Okay. Current mission 0. I don't really care about ghosting right now because it's the first playthrough of this series. I don't know, 8 hours, almost 9 hours this playthrough. Spotted by enemies. These are my global stats for all of my playthroughs. So you can see I do a lot of stealth every time I play these sorts of games. Not very many kills.
People say you can hear them at night, pounding on the windows,
In Animal,
calling for help.
she almost killed the crime boss called Slackjaw. Once, while he was getting a shave. Somewhere near, they hold hands. They drink poison together. This old couple. A banker tricked them out of their home. Why do so many have so little? It was never meant to be this way. So many hands built this place, and it is so grand. Was so grand. It could have been a paradise for all.
Nothing in here? No loot for me? Fuck you then. Oh, there we go. I like loot. Forgive you now. Wait a second, what the fuck? Just went around in a circle. Can't break those like I did the elevator? Pathetic.
squeeze out every drop of wine you can, then you pass to nothing. Put that on my tombstone. This is Mr. Collins. The insane child empress is gone. The age of Delilah is underway. But the danger hasn't passed. Not at all. Vile trickery, really called this. And she's here among us. I'm sure of it. Scheming, hiding. Eventually, your weight in silver if you bring her to justice.
Shoot that down. Oh, this one's open. 3 guards. We're about 10 in front of me. Get it up there. Neither of them are close anymore. Just neutralize both. Just be distracted. Using the bag, I can definitely knock them backwards. But before we do anything, check the inside of this building. You know, window there.
Always conflict, power, greed, lust. For me, what I wouldn't give just to hold your hand in mine one more time.
I screamed and fell out of bed.
Treaties on the physical existence by that of the foreign realm. Except, it is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under a carriage wheels or something other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothing? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know of this place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds. The realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home. The void. The void. I have to reply to a message in a minute, just so y'all know. You can take the time to use the bathroom or whatever else you might need to do. Oh, that's a fucking empty, burned out candle right there. Oh, okay, I've read that one before, apparently.
tell you a story about Kirin Jindosh, a prodigy from Karnaca. Self-taught, he was hailed by the Academy of Natural Philosophy as a genius who would surpass Sokolov and bring about an age of enlightenment. But just 2 years after his arrival, he was banned from the Academy for life, for reasons that are still not public. When they deported him, he left behind a machine that drank seawater, playing music that brought listeners to tears. They promptly took it apart, and it has never worked since.
The fuck does any of that mean? I don't fucking-stand what you're talking about, my guy. Not stealthy. Check that anyways, you know, whatever. Fuck off! Fuck off! Wasn't there a Sokolov here somewhere? Lady Coddington brought silk scarves from her boutique, one of which Mr. Prospero used to gently strangle her. I maintained a count of her pulse and observed her breathing. When the life signs faded, we left her still for 2 full minutes before reviving her. Was it really the void she described? Have we succeeded in seeing the unseeable? My hands tremble as I recall the intensity in her eyes as she struggled to recount the broken voice, what she felt during those 2 minutes. Month of Earth. I convinced our little group that less gentle methods were needed, for if our desire to meet the outsider was sincere, blood fly fever, voluntarily induced, that will be our way to the void. After producing a few blood flies and some Adamire solution, we coated our hands with the elixir before exposing them to the vivarium. The stinging was unbearable. Lady Connington fainted immediately. I was the last one to remove my hands. The fever was quick to set in as I faded in and out of consciousness. Ocean waves pounded above me. There were silhouettes in the distance and shimmering black rocks. A timeless passing in an unthinkable place, while delirium held us for a few hours. I must get back there as soon as possible when my wounds have healed. One second, real quick, while I reply to these. sorry, I was hit with a poem by my uncle, so I hit him with a poem as well.
2 coins for that? No more, thank you. Place is a dump anyway.
As bad as things are here, I love the light in the evening.
My parents were from Tivia, but I was born right here.
What?
Wonder who that was.
Swear I saw someone. Come on! I don't have time for games.
A body?
Here?
I don't want to die.
Guards! Someone!
Damn you. Damn you all.
She only gives cures to those who pay full price. The others get lost.
It's like I'm
I
talking
used to
to a
work in the
stone wall
mines.
while they listen.
Don't recommend
They
it.
only do business with him because they fear what will happen if they don't.
I'm just making trouble.
Блядь. Lungs, I'm guessing it's fucking swimming one. Yep. I'll need it. I'll tell you now. 150, fuck yeah. Letter to Bonville. Major Bonville, thank you for your help. Without you, it would have been impossible to trace the final members of the Grand Guard who were with Stilton that night 3 years ago. The last man has had it made all the way north of Maya, if you can believe it, and was recovering at a Tivian asylum for the poor, claiming to have seen all manner of strange things on the night of Stilton's last social gathering. He even described an exotic hooded figure visiting the manor. Perhaps someone connected to Stilton's disappearance. Such matters are best left to military men such as yourself, I suppose. I still have your bank's agent's name and address. Rest assured your final payment will be delivered soon. I'm also sending a small flask of liquor that is close to my heart, made from pomades left over from after wine grapes have been pressed. Please think of me as you enjoy. Yours truly, Brianna Ashworth. Ramsey's stochastic eyes.
What is going on here? Stop! Huh? Wait, where is she? I'll find you.
Pause. Pause. Ooh.
You look like you're doing pretty well. This city's more gutter bound all the time.
I only have like one chance to give you gold, or
Hey, times are hard. Help me. Appreciate it. I'll let you in on a secret. I saw people coming and going recently, looking for whale oil, up to something. Everybody's got the willies now. Feels like the city might collapse.
His business was hanging by a thread until things got back just 5 years ago. I already told you about this man.
I worked in the silver mines here until the dust got to my lungs. You watch yourself. A grand guard are too friendly to strangers. Impressive how you managed to get there. Be careful. Those people with the oil tanks might still be around.
Whale oil. I got it for you. Not easy to pitch either.
No, you screwed up. It was won't work without another tank, not enough blast. You gotta trust me on this.
All right, all right. I don't know shit about explosives. Never said I did. We'll go out again later and find some more.
Good. You can't rush jobs like this. It takes a smooth hand.
We can't piss around here forever either. Eventually some wanker will see us and the howlers will catch wind. But I hear you. One more tank. so a person can't breathe. So much dust.
I bet this one's carrying coin!
Think you look tough? Time to jump.
Damn, I got my shit. Letter from Betsy. Sarah, things are rotten here in Lindenwall. Nothing is the same since the coup. It ain't safe for no one, and there's no jobs neither. You get yourself back here and take your kids. It ain't right. You should have left them with me. So ain't right. You should have left me for them so long. Anyway, you didn't mention how sickly they was and poor behaved. Now you're my sister, and that counts for something. But when the new month comes, I'm leaving. There ain't nothing, no more to do. I ain't their mother, and they won't listen. Can't afford to feed them. There's nothing left for me and by the time they're done eating, and not a penny from you. Off to find your fortune on Karnaca. Some fortune. Well, that's the end of it.
The drink has her now. She'd betray her best friend for a bottle. No, she has no more secrets that I can see. She seduced her sister's husband, knew where to kiss him, what to promise, all to make her sister suffer. Told you her secrets. Ask me no more.
Oh yeah, we're at the pick up the key.
Thanks again.
I don't know how the fuck I just did that by running into. Well, I mean, okay, I didn't know running in. Really regrettable this.
need protection. The Grand Guard doesn't do its job.
I don't know you. I'm new to Karnaca. I need a tool that can rewire a wall of light, the kind the Grand Guard uses, and I'd prefer not to explain myself.
I can help you out, but not right now. Don't even linger here. I'm supposed to get a visit from Paolo, someone you don't want to meet. Come back later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by. They'll see you if you try to leave. Find a place to hide and we'll do business afterwards. They'll see you if you try to leave. Find a place to hide and we'll do business afterwards. I think he's here. Hide yourself. That's it. Stay out of sight.
Just spat right in his eye. That's what I should have done. Next time for sure. He's made the Howlers into something more than just a street gang. This place, Karnaca, I'm weak for it. What are you prepared to do to save it?
You little shit!
He's gone. What happened?
What just happened?
He changed. Right at the end. Paolo's not just a gang leader.
Come in.
I just want to see the voice line that would play there, you know?
I need 8 new cutters, short blades, good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Because last time you gave me some backwater foundry garbage that wouldn't hold an edge and snapped against Grand Guard armor.
I got taken on that deal too. But I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Lop off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch empress, and these clockwork soldiers protecting the aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaca will be a different city a year from now.
Interesting. Keep that in mind.
Who do we have here? I wonder why your face is covered, lady.
That's my business. Who are you supposed to be?
I'm Paolo. In this part of town, everything's my business. And slumming rich kids should remember all that etiquette they learned. Maybe you need another lesson. Is that what you came down here for?
Most days I'd cut you down where you stand. Be gone.
That's your I'll crush you! show you,
See what you
parasite!
got.
Whatever you thought
Dead.
was gonna happen, you just dreamed.
Fuck you.
Wait.
Damn.
I need protection. The Grand Guard doesn't do its job.
Greater damage.
You know, I sleep in the shop most nights. You want blueprints for better weaponry. You won't be sorry. A pleasure to do business. A deal well made. Things were so much better just a decade ago. I shouldn't deal with strangers. I used to own a cafe down. Come in, my friend. Always a delight to...
Do I want to keep playing this, or do I want to stream some Marvel Rivals? That's the real question. Stream this for an hour and 23 minutes. It's about half the time I normally stream.
See you.